Why do I know? Why? Why do I know these things? Where am I? What the hell happened? You have been chosen.
That won't melt until it's 96
story about the crystallization
over 1,500 victims.
Galvathic mechanism hypothesis. Is this about God? Maybe it's about the devil.
No, Enrique.
I am Zero. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. 9 hours. That is the time you will be given to make your escape. Now, it is time. Let our game begin. Yeah, let the game begin already, game. There we go. What's up, YouTube? This is Arlichi as usual, bring you Let's Play 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. I have never played this game before, so this is gonna be fun. Start. Save data. While this message is displayed, blah blah blah. Okay. Finish saving. Prologue. This game is fiction. All names, characters, and incidents portrayed in this production are fictitious. Okay. Oh, do I have to click to make it go? I'm playing this on an emulator, so there might be a few, like, weird graphical glitches. Hopefully not too many, though. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Happy New Year! Are we, like, watching the Titanic or something? A loud noise startled Junpei awake, and his eyes snapped open. I thought this wasn't one of those Japanese visual novels. Judging by the name, apparently I was wrong. Or maybe that's just me not knowing names. Is Junpei a Japanese name or an English name? Or what? Whatever. His eyes snapped open. As they adjusted to the light, he realized that he didn't recognize his surroundings. Ow! With a crack, Junpei's head connected with something metal. And then he died. The end. He rolled over and threw out his hand to steady himself, but he found himself groping at empty air. His balance lost and his still fuzzy mind struggling to understand what was going on, Junpei doubled down to the cold gray floor. And I'm lying on the cold hard ground. Oh, God damn it. That's the best line ever. Yeah, what the hell? Junpei glared around the room, still trying to determine where he'd woken up. The fall had shaken the last cobwebs of sleep from his mind, and finally he understood where he'd fallen from. It was a bed. A 3-level bunk bed, in fact. Junpei had fallen apparently from the topmost bunk. His shoulder hurt, his knee hurt, his hip hurt, his palms were sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, his entire body hurt already. He could feel a bump forming on his forehead where he'd slammed it against the low ceiling. He wondered if that bump was the reason he felt his vision wavering a bit, but that seemed unlikely. Yeah, that earthquake's been going on for a while. Especially considering this is a ship, presumably in the middle of the ocean, where you can't really feel earthquakes. Unless, like... Is it possible to feel an earthquake when you're on, a ship in the middle of the ocean? Like, I assume you'd be able... The vibrations would travel through the ocean, but I don't think you'd... That's science that I don't want to get into. At first, he thought the tremor that ran through his legs was just another effect of his rude awakening, but as he looked around, he realized it was real. The whole room was shaking. Was it an earthquake, he wondered? It didn't seem likely. Yeah, that's kind of what it said. It was shaking far too quickly for an earthquake. No, earthquakes do shake this fast. I've been in the middle of 2 earthquakes. They have shaken this fast. Even though they haven't gone on nearly this long, but... Then again, Junpei had no idea what it was if not an earthquake. He tried to tell himself it was important. Junpei Junpei rubbed the growing bump on his head and gingerly climbed to his feet. His balance regained, he finally took his first good look around the room. And muttered to himself, "Where am I?" His pain momentarily forgotten in the face of the confusion of his circumstances, Junpei looked around the room once again. Minutes passed while Junpei struggled to get his bearings. Minutes passed. Many minutes. Then, as suddenly as they had begun, the tremors ceased. A cold silence fell over the room. Okay, that actually sounded like someone was knocking on the door. From somewhere far away, Junpei could hear the sound of metal squeaking. He felt his stomach tighten. There were 1,000 things the sound could have been, but none of the things he could think of were good. In an attempt to distract himself, Junpei looked around the room once more. There was a stove that looked more antique than functional. The 3-level bunk bed had mattresses that were so thin they were little more than blankets. On the other side of the room was an identical bed, and set in the wall between the beds was a slightly dirty iron door. The first thing Junpei noticed about the door was the number roughly emblazoned across it. On the surface of the door, in red paint, someone had written 5. I'll be honest, because of the line at the very top of the 5, that doesn't actually look much like a 5. I would probably not really know it was a 5 if I was in that situation. It looks more like a really bent paperclip, maybe? Or like a weird chair? Or a snake or something? It doesn't really look that much like a 5. Also, it's written in blood. That's creepy. 5? What's this 5 mean? Suspicious and still utterly confused, Junpei approached the door, slowly. Standing at last in front of the door, Junpei grabbed hold of the L-shaped handle. A push yielded no movement, and a pull the same result. A few more tries cemented the truth in Junpei's mind. It wouldn't open. Well, maybe if he turns the handle. Didn't matter how much he pushed or shoved, the handle wouldn't budge. Next to the door was an odd-looking device that reminded Junpei of a card reader. It didn't take a genius to figure out that the odd-looking device was keeping the door shut. Junpei knocked hard on the door. Hey! Hello? Hey, listen! Is anyone there? Open the door! There was no response. Junpei threw his left fist into the door. And stopped. What the hell is this? He wasn't really sure what else to say. On his left wrist was a bracelet of a sort he had never seen before. In the center was a large LCD display. It looked like nothing else so much as a watch, but it clearly wasn't that. Looks pretty similar to my watch, aside from being red and not having the time on it. So, clearly, yeah. After all, it showed on... Okay, yeah, if that's your reasoning, okay, fine. I should have clicked first. Now I look dumb. Showed only a single number. 5. That's the same as the door. True, the numbers were the same, but he had no idea what that might mean. All he knew was that it was strange and new, and he wanted it off. Junpei flipped his hand over as if to remove a watch, but... the other side of the bracelet was solid. No buckle, no clasp, nothing. He sighed and flipped the thing back over. There were a number of rivets around the rim of the face. Perhaps... He pushed them, but nothing happened. On a watch, they might be dials for adjusting date or time, but on this bracelet, they did nothing. Junpei was at a loss. What was he going to do? Growing more desperate, he began to tug at it. However... Damn! Ugh. It's no good. Damn thing won't come off. A steel ring ran from the face, and around Junpei's wrist, and back into the face. He wouldn't be pulling the bracelet off anytime in the near future. What the hell is the deal with this thing? Frustration and desperation were beginning to mix as the reality of the situation began to dawn fully on Junpei. Is it supposed to show the same thing on both things? So much was happening and none of it made sense. Junpei felt as though he were about to explode. Where am I? And why the hell am I here? Why? Why? What the hell happened to me? It was at that moment that he noticed the window. The window was round, rimmed in riveted brass like a window from an early 20th century ship. What? Wait. Am I in a ship? I'm on a boat! Obligatory joke. Junpei walked slowly toward the window. He could see nothing beyond it but thick, impenetrable darkness. Junpei squinted, trying to see something. Anything. It was at that moment... What the... You gotta be kidding me! What the hell is going on here? And then he died. The end. A crack split the glass of the window, and for a minute Junpei stared at it. Then the window burst and water began to pour into the room. What the hell? God damn it! You broke the rules! Junpei yelled and spun around. His feet slipping on the water already coming through the window, he ran for the door. Hey! Anyone! Is anyone there? Come on, if you're there, say something! There was no reply. As Junpei screamed and pounded on the door, the water began to rise. It was now ankle deep on the floor and rising quickly toward his knees. Things were not looking good for Junpei. Not good at all. He needed to find a way out, and quickly! Junpei ran a hand across his forehead, brushing the sweat out of his eyes, and looked around the room. Seek a way out! Oh, I finally get to do something! Okay, so what am I doing? Operations during an escape. What? During an escape, you can move to different parts of the room by touching the bottom screen. Since many areas require very exact selection, we recommend you use the stylus. Searching during an escape. During an escape, you can touch the background to search anywhere in the room. Areas you can investigate will be highlighted yellow the moment you touch them. Depending on the nature of the location you touch, you might find an item or a hint. Begin searching by touching places on the bottom screen. How to move. Touch the triangle icon on the bottom screen. Doing so will change the viewing angle of the room and move you to different locations. You can do the same thing by pressing left, right, and down on the control pad. I might need to figure out controls then. Bird's eye view. If you want to know where you are, touch X on the camera icon on the bottom screen. This will show you where you are and what direction you're facing. Saving during an escape. Pressing start will allow you to save. If you want to quit, we recommend pressing start. Purpose of the escape. The purpose of each escape is to get out of the room. How you do that depends on the room. You'll need to search all throughout the room to discover what you'll need to do to get out. Search for hints and items that may help you find a way out. Five, huh? What does that mean? I guess it's a lever, huh? Maybe if I pull it. Well, it looks like pulling on the lever just makes a weird noise. Great. The light's still red and the display hasn't changed. Damn it! Why the hell isn't this thing opening? The groove on the sides of this thing looks like it's made to have a keycard swiped through it or something like that. Maybe if I can find a card, I can unlock this thing. Okay. Oh, wait. No, what's that? No dice. It's locked tight. Let's see if there's anything in the keyhole. A code! The number on the dial is 0101. I guess I need to put the key in the keyhole before I can enter any numbers on the dial. There's a pipe at the other end of the bed. There's nothing up top. I can keep looking till the cows come home. All I'm gonna find up here is that pillow. Damn it! Isn't there anything else I can use? Water just keeps pouring through the window. It's like a waterfall. I don't think shoving something into the window is gonna stop the water. In other words, if I don't want to die, I need to find a way out of this room. I have to figure this out. About items. During an escape, investigating certain parts of the room will allow you to obtain items. Once you've obtained an item, you'll be able to go to the item screen. Touching item on the top left will take you to the item screen. While on the items screen, you will be able to investigate, hold, and combine items you found. If you want to investigate an item you found, touch the icon for that item in the item screen, and then touch search in the top right corner of the bottom screen. They couldn't have said item anymore. Okay. The notes got in red and in blue. Okay. Go back. Investigate with an item. Touching an item on the item screen will select that item. While an item is selected, touching it back will return you to the room investigation screen. If you look down at the bottom left corner of the bottom screen, you should see the icon. This shows that you are holding the item. If you hold an item while investigating the room, maybe trigger a reaction. Investigating suspicious areas with different items to see if anything happens. And pressing up on the control pad will select another item for you to hold. What's this? Picture frame. It's a picture of a ship in it. The screws keeping the back on. Okay. I can rotate it. Oh, there's nothing. Okay. There's a towel next to the sink. Okay, what if I did this? Go here. Some serious device to leave on. Its skull looks like a card reader on the side, but it's the weirdest card reader I've ever seen. Okay, so apparently I can't use the item on it. Okay, it's a note from the bulletin board, not a card. How am I supposed to read it, though? There's nothing on top of the shelf. Okay. There's a pair of simple chairs next to the table. The water's already up to the chair. Let's go here. I haven't done anything here. This is the door to the stove. Well, it opens easily enough. Sure wish the door to get out of here was that easy to open. That's also a mystery of whether or not the stove has been used before. What's this? It looks red. A screwdriver. Oh. Well, the screwdriver got the screws off easily enough. And here's the picture. So someone wrote a bunch of numbers and symbols on the back of the picture, huh? Okay. Oh, I think I got it. Okay, so 1 through 5 are empty and 6 through 9 as well as 0 are colored in. Do with the relationship between the symbols and the numbers. So on this one we got that. So okay, want to be able to flip between them easily. So it's basically 7, 4, 6, 3. 7, 4, 6, 3. Okay. Goodbye. I know how to combine. Then you may turn into something else. Did it select a man? I already figured it out. Dial. Oh, it needs a key? Okay. It's a small keyhole. If I want to open the briefcase, I need to fill it up with a key. Okay, gotta find a key then. Oh! Anything in here? Huh, looks like there is. A key? Yeah, there's a little blue key in the bottom of this pot. Odd. Nice. Okay, back. Alright. Here. Alright, let's see what happens if I put this blue key in the keyhole. And nothing. I guess I'm gonna need some sort of code for the dial. During an escape, your investigation may trigger one of several mini-games. All operations of the mini-games are done by touching the bottom screen. Some mini-games will require you to manipulate something, while others will only require you to apply the right object or touch the right thing. Operation instructions. Touching the dial will cause it to move to the next number. Enter 4 numbers this way and then touch the key. If the numbers are correct, it will unlock. 7, 4, 6, 3. Oh. I guess I got it wrong. Hang on. Damn it. Open, you stupid thing. I don't think it's gonna open if I whack it on the wall a couple times. Might make you feel better, though. Not gonna help, though. Alright, Junpei, don't freak out. Keep it cool and look around for some more clues. Okay, just trying to get to my items. So, 7, 4... Yeah, it's 7, 4, 6, 3, though. Isn't it? Because that's... And... wait a minute. Is it like telling me? Is it like, am I supposed to like turn it a weird way, like this or something? Okay, that's the best I can do. Whoops. 8. 8 1. And 8 1. It's either 8174. Let's try that first. I know how to work it. Just hurry up before I forget it, okay? Eight, 1, 7, 4. Nope. So in that case, it's gotta be like this, maybe? In which case, 2936. Wait, what? It doesn't even go up that high? Huh. In that case... Okay then. Let's figure this out, because this has that written there, so... That's off. Okay. I'm supposed to hold this a certain way, I guess. Do I hold it like this? Or... Yeah, it can't be that. I feel like it's just, this is the way it started, though. Like, well, not the... Can I get it to the right angle, please? Thank you. It's good enough. Seven, 4, 6, 3. Why? I thought it was 7, 4, 6, 3. Okay, for God's sakes, how long... I know how to do the freaking stuff. 7, 4, 6. Okay, it's not that. Yes, okay. Is there a way to skip, please? Okay. Let's get out of trap. Okay. Nothing inside, though. Yeah. See the bottom. I can't see the bottom of the ladder. Oh man, the water's already up to the bottom of the bed. Gotta hurry this up. Somebody's painted a big red 5 on the door. Yeah, I noticed. What's this? A red key. Junpei grabbed the key and shoved it into his pocket. He intended to leave immediately, but something stopped him. His reflection stared back at him from the mirror, but he had scarcely recognized himself. What's up with my face? His confusion was well justified. His face was drawn and pale, and the dark circles under his eyes made him look as though he was nearly dead. Man, what the hell happened to me? How did I end up here? Even as he said it, something in his mind opened and a memory bobbed to the surface. It was the last thing Junpei remembered before waking up in the strange room. It was past midnight when he came home. Junpei shuffled up the stairs and opened the door to apartment 201. Inside was his apartment, obviously. A small one-bedroom affair that ran about $630 a month. He moved into it when he entered college, and so far he'd been there for 3 years and 7 months. He stepped inside and turned on the lights. The fluorescent lights on the ceiling blinked and flickered slowly to life, as if waking from a deep slumber. Their cold light illuminated the landscape he'd come home to so many times before. Everything was as he'd left it. The magazines piled up in the corner, the textbooks collecting dust, the CD cases covering the floor, the jeans and t-shirt he'd worn the day before, then tossed onto the floor. There was one thing that didn't belong, however. There was a breeze. Breaths of cold night air wafted into his apartment, carrying the smells of autumn with them. The white curtain framing his window swayed gently in the wind. Huh, that's weird. Did I leave that open? Junpei walked toward the window, trying to remember if he closed it or not before he left. One of the panes was hanging open. He stuck his head out and looked around. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Junpei shrugged. He must have just left it open earlier. He closed the window. Then it happened. Whoa. Junpei turned and found himself face to mask with a man dressed in all black. The man wore a deep hood and a bulky gas mask. His face was entirely hidden. Junpei tried to scream, but all he could manage was a strangled croak. He tried to step toward the man, but his legs could no longer support his weight. Junpei collapsed to the floor, a crumpled heap of limbs like a discarded puppet. Too late, he noticed the white smoke that was quickly filling his apartment. A small object, shaped distressingly like a grenade, sat on the floor in front of his face, hissing. The white smoke poured out of it at an incredible rate. The smoke had grown so thick that the details of Junpei's apartment began to fade into the white haze. He could feel his mind begin to fade as well, a white haze that was not the smoke creeping into the edges of his vision.
Consider this a privilege. You have been chosen.
A rasping voice. Oh, rasping, okay, wormed its way out the gas mask. It was cold and harsh and distorted in some way Junpei couldn't put his finger on. Well, in that case.
You are going to participate in a game. The Nonary game. It is a game where you will put your life on the line.
I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Nonary, whatever. That was the last thing Junpei remembered. The white smoke overpowered him, the masked man faded from his vision, and he felt his consciousness fall away into the white mist. That's right! That guy with the gas mask. That son of a bitch must have taken me here. As to who the man was or what might have been, Junpei had no idea. Indeed, he wasn't even sure that his assailant had been a man. The voice had been cold and mechanical, likely passed through a voice changer, and the body had been covered in a thick cloak. Who was the man in the mask?
You have been chosen.
Junpei remembered that much, but what it might mean, that was beyond him. Junpei had no idea where he was or why he was there. There was only one thing from his memory that seemed important.
You are going to participate in a game. The Nonary game. It is a game where you will put your life on the line.
Nonary game, huh? The hell is a nonary game? God damn it! With a yell, Junpei drove his fist into the mirror. Alright, back to the briefcase, I guess. Okay, I've put the key in. Now I just need to enter the right numbers and... I wanted to try and switch the keys. That apparently won't work. Oh. No, I don't want to do that yet. No, I don't want to quit. Thought I could skip it. Back. Yeah, I'm trying to go back. Thank you, and good night. Okay, so... Wait, is there... I can't bring myself to call this bed. It feels like a board with a sheet on it. It's pretty flat. Oh! Another one. Memo from bed. Combine those two. Does not work. Okay. Okay. The notes got that. There's an arrow that goes all the way across the paper. It's red under the red symbols and blue under the blue ones. Nothing on the back. Okay, so here's what I got then. So it's supposed to be under, obviously. Whoops. No, I wanted to click this. Well, I can reach this bunk. Might as well look through it. Huh. Damn. Nothing here. All I can see from down here is the underside of the top bunk. It's pretty high up there. Okay, let me take a look at stuff. No, freaking items. Memo from bed. That is 0 to 0285. Well, okay, 0285, 0285, 0285, 0285, 0285, 0285, 0285, 0285, 0285. No. Well then. Blue briefcase. Blue. Blue. Oh. Right. Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. Okay. Okay, now I've got it. So, 02 8 3 no 6 0263. Okay, I wish it would not do that every single time, or there was a way to skip 0263. Yeah. Alright, let's see if these numbers work. Turn off the key and... Hey, looks like it's working. Yes. Alright, let's open it up. Yes, it opened. Looks like there's something in here. What is this? A file. File screen. If you find any documents or notes during an escape, the information on them will be available from the file screen. To open the file screen, touch File in the top right of the bottom screen. Once at the file screen, select Files by touching them, or by pressing that. If you touch Search, the contents of the file you selected will be displayed on the upper screen. Alright, let's see what's in this file. Digital root. Let's see here. Compute a digital root with the following steps. First, add all the numbers in question to one another. If you end up with something greater than a single-digit number, add the digits to one another. For instance, if you have a double-digit number, add the number in the tens place to the number in the ones place. Okay, I get it. Keep adding digits in span until you have a single-digit answer. And the final single digit is your digital root. Example, the digital root of 678 would be 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21, so it's 3. Therefore, the digital root of 6... Java update is available. Shut up. 6, 7, 8 is 3. Example, the digit would be 1 plus 2 is 3 plus, okay, so that'd be 6, that'd be 10, then it'd be 1. Therefore, the digital root of 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1. I see. So I just keep adding numbers until I get a single digit number. Oh, looks like there's something on the back of this thing. A notebook, a pen, a calculator, and a stack of key cards. Huh. Add all the numbers in question, huh? Search. Looks like some key cards. There's a number written on each card. 678. Does that mean something? 678. 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 8 is 21, and that's 3. Okay. So 3. New material has been added to the file screen. Calculator. Calculator screen can be used during an escape or during a novel sequence. During an escape, you can access it by pressing Y. This will open the calculator screen. To operate the calculator, touch the bottom screen. When using calculator, the numbers on top are your calculations and the numbers on the bottom are your answer. The calculator can also calculate a digital root, which will be important to the progression of the story. No, I didn't want to click that. I wanted to click out. I want out. Let me out of here. So, cards and numbers on them. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to use them. Alright, let's slide this card and see if it works. And... Huh? It's not working. Why? Damn it! Do I need some other cards to get this to work? Shit, I need to find more cards now! Keep searching then, okay. Oh wow, that's a horrible graphical glitch. You can like see that there's like the card in the picture frame is still there when it's moving. Doesn't seem like there's anything hidden in the sink. This is the only drain in this room. Pretty sure. Oh, what's this? A red briefcase. Now we can use that red key. This is just like the blue briefcase. Yes, there's a lock on this one too, and it's not opening. There's a key for the red briefcase there. Just stick the key in here. Alright, let's stick that red key in there. It's not opening. In fact, it's not doing anything at all. Well, alright, I take that back. I guess I can move the dial now. So it looks like I'm gonna have to put in the right numbers and then turn the key. I do that, this thing should pop right open. Let's give it a shot. Don't give me the goddamn instructions again! I already did one of the briefcase, for crying out loud. You don't need to tell me for both of them. That's just... Plus, I need to go to my freaking items anyway. Damn it, it's not opening. I wonder if anything I've got might have a hand. I think it should open if I put in the right numbers and then the key. No. Yeah, shut up. Okay. Bulletin board first, so yeah, this one first. That's a 7-4. 7485. 7485. 7485. 7485. 7485. 7485. 7485. 7485, 7485, 7485, 7485, 7, 4, 8, 5. There we go. Yes! I unlocked it! It's opening. More key cards. Search. So look like key cards. There's a number on each one. 1, 2, 3. 6. So the digital root of that is 6. There's nothing left in the briefcase. Damn it! Not again! There aren't any more cards in here. I've only got one other hint. Of course! The files! That file said something about a digital root. A digital root. A digital root, huh? What am I supposed to do with... There's a 5 on that door. Do I have to get a digital root of 5? I'm not really sure about this. Ah, whatever. It's worth a shot. Let's see if this works. I'll just slide the cards that give me the digital root of 5 through the reader. Operating instructions. Touch 3 cards to select them. The digital root of the selected cards will be displayed on the top screen. Touching reset will deselect all currently selected cards. After you've selected 3 cards, touch the device. Okay, so 5. So... let's see now. 6 and 7 makes 18. Or 18. 13, excuse me. Make 13. Plus 1 would make it 14. 1... Yep. Alright, I think this is gonna work. There we go. That's a new noise. Huh. Did it just unlock? That light was red and now it's blue. No doubt about it. There's nothing keeping me in here now. Time to go. You found it! Yay!